Too bad you lost this time. It's so hilarious imagining the frustration on your face. Sissy, what's with you all of a sudden? I don't know what you mean by frustration. I mean, I told you to stop with the win or lose crap. I'm not competing with you in any way. There! That! I'm not competing with you? You're so stuck up. It's disgusting. That's what you get for pretending that I can't beat you. Huh? I hate it when you get carried away just because you're well educated. You've been a slacker for a long time, and this is just the result. I'm not saying you're arrogant or being stuck up, but I'm just telling you the truth. I'm saying that your attitude pisses me off. Well, fine. Be carefree while you still can. So, what did you win this time? Oh, you want to hear it from me? If I ignore you, you'll start talking anyway. I just want to get this over with. That's kind of a degrading way of putting it. If you don't want to talk about it, that's fine. So, bye. Wait a minute. I'm sure that your attitude will change when you hear this. So, get ready to show your frustrated face. Then get on with it. I'll decide if I regret it or not when I hear it. Okay, I'll tell you what it comes down to. I'm traveling with your husband. My husband? That's right. Your husband, Jaden. I'm sorry, I stole Jaden. What do you think of that? It's heartbreaking, isn't it? Jaden's on a business trip overseas. I came along with him on his business trip. Huh? Uh-huh. Yes, this is it. I wanted to see your reaction. That's not what I'm talking about. When you go abroad, it means you go abroad to work. Bringing a floozy along on a work trip, it's a problem the company can't afford to overlook. Uh-huh. So that's how you're escaping from the frustration of losing to me. I guess it was too much of a shock for you, huh? You lost your husband to your sister, who you had looked down on for years. How does it feel to realize that you were lower than the person you looked down on? I'll have to check with Jaden about that. I'm not just gonna believe your side of the story. Oh, yeah. Well, do whatever you want. Whether you believe it or not, this is reality. Hunter! We're having a nice dinner at a fancy French restaurant in a hotel. Are you sad? Isn't it just heartbreaking? Hunter, aren't you frustrated that I stole him? That's what you get. Sissy, I want to ask you something. What's that? Coming from a loser? It should be funny, so go ahead. I don't think I lost. You have a great fiancé, Robert, don't you? You were so happy to meet him because he would make you the celebrity you always said you would be. So why are you cheating on him? Besides, isn't he in the hospital now? I heard he collapsed at work and was rushed to the emergency room at a time like this. Oh, that's right. Well, he won't know if you keep quiet. What? Well, maybe Miss Serious wouldn't understand. It's fun to have this kind of thrill. It's a privilege of a real woman to have a true love and a playmate at the same time. It's also proof that I'm better than you. But that doesn't matter right now. Right now, I'm feeling so good from the bottom of my heart with a sense of superiority that I stole your husband away from you. Oh, that again? Excuse me, I have a phone call. Huh? What? A phone call that's more important than texting with me? It sounds urgent. Talk to you later. Wow, the timing is too good. I guess you ran away because it was too hard for you to talk to me. I guess I win. Well, I'm going to leave my phone off until I get back home so that I won't be interrupted by your preaching for the rest of the trip. At the very least, feel free to stomp around in frustration. Bye! Oh my gosh, Sissy, Robert is in critical condition. The hospital just called his parents' house. His mother called me and told me that she couldn't reach you. Did you turn off your phone already? Oh my God, at a time like this? Come on, Sissy. Hunter, I'm getting on a plane to go back to America. Oh, traveling abroad is so much fun. But still, a lovey-dovey trip with Jaden, who I took from the bitch. By the way, I haven't heard your declaration of defeat, admitting that I defeated you. I'll see you when I get back to America. You better think about what you're going to write for your declaration of defeat. I'll make sure you get down on your knees because you think you're so smart you'll stand there even though you lost to me. Think of the right words to say while getting down on your knees. You must be able to come up with some interesting things to say since you are so well educated. Oh, that's right. I'm sure you'll include in your declaration how you feel now that you've finally fallen to the losing side when you thought you were on the winning side all this time. Please be sure to include that in your declaration. Well, I have a celebrity fiancé named Robert, and I'll give Jaden back to you after the trip. Sissy, shut up. Huh? We're in the middle of Robert's funeral right now. It's inappropriate and makes me feel bad. Shut up. Huh? Are you so busy attacking me that you haven't read the message I sent you 3 days ago? 3 days ago? Looks like you had already turned off your phone when I tried to send my last message. Anyway, go read it. I'll go finish putting the flowers on the casket. What? Hey, Hunter! Sissy, you already read it, right? What is this? What the hell is going on? You're not serious about Robert being dead, are you? You're deceiving me and ridiculing me, aren't you? I wouldn't tell such an unscrupulous lie, would I? A few hours after I sent the message to you, Robert passed away. What? I heard that you didn't visit him once during his hospitalization, right? That's why you didn't know what kind of condition he was in. He had been in a bad way since about a week ago, and we were told that the day could come at any time. Oh, God! Anyway, just come home. Hunter? I'm back. Welcome back. The folks won't talk to you? That's right. Before that, you went to Robert's parents' house. You got turned away at the front door, right? Maybe they burned a little sage too? How do you know? Because I'm at the folks' house now too. Because in place of my lousy cheating sister who didn't go to visit her fiancé, we said goodbye to Robert ourselves. The truth is, even the folks, they want to kick you out of the house right now. But I thought it might be difficult to settle some things, so I'm having them wait a bit. Settle things? First of all, about Robert. The wedding was in less than 2 months, so there is a cancellation fee. Though it's not that big, you will have to cover all of that. Oh no! The whole amount? You have no objections, do you? How can you say you do, right? Right! Good. Okay, next. The other thing you need to settle up is compensation. What? Compensation for what? For cheating. It's a matter of course. You know what happens when you touch a married man. Wait! I said I'd give him back! I don't care if you give him back. He's not my husband. Huh? What? What do you mean he's not your husband? He's a man you had a relationship with because you thought he was my husband. What are you talking about? He's Jalen, Jaden's twin brother. Huh? What? Jaden is a twin? I've never heard about this before. I told you before. He has a twin brother with the same face. The way to tell them apart is by the mole on the left earlobe. The one with the mole is Jalen. No way! A mole! He has a mole. Then this guy... And that's that. Maybe you called him Jay or J-Baby. That's how you always seduce a guy, by calling him cute names in a friendly way. Ugh. In this case, their names start with J. So you assumed Jalen's name was Jaden and started a relationship with him. Still, it's pretty ballsy of you to have an affair with Jalen without even asking his real name. Well, that sure backfired though, didn't it? That's a lie! Then how do you explain that he went abroad on a business trip? Which country did you go to? Australia! Jaden's business trip was to France. France? Shit! It's a completely different country! This is something you could have found out with a single phone call to the company. Jalen also happens to be on an overseas business trip at the same time. Jaden is coming back next week. So I don't need to check. It wasn't Jaden that went on a trip with you. I can't believe it! I can't beat you if I take Jalen! Then I don't want Jalen! That's your problem, so you can do whatever you want. Anyway, Jaden says he physically can't stand women like you. What? He hates people who cheat on their husbands, probably because of his brother's bad taste in women. I never would have imagined that he would have had an affair with you. So I wasn't at all worried. You getting all excited, imagining me upset. It was kind of funny though. What the hell? So that means I went after the wrong guy? I even lost my fiancé, who was the real prize. I was going to make you look like a fool, but instead, I'm the one being mocked. This is all so horrible. But it's not over yet. What? Like I said before, compensation. Jalen is a married man. His wife is going to demand compensation from you, not to mention from her husband, Jalen. What? You'd better pay up and make amends. I guess I have no choice. Well, it's ironic. I'm sure Robert's inheritance will come in, so I can somehow come up with the money from that. Huh? Inheritance? There's no way you'll get that. I was his fiancée. I'm practically his wife. I'm entitled to the inheritance, aren't I? Robert was a rich man. He should at least be able to pay me alimony. You never registered your marriage, and I didn't hear anything about a will. Then you're not a legal heir, so you're not eligible to inherit. Oh, come on! So I don't get anything? That's what it comes down to. Oh no! I thought I had found a celebrity to marry. It's awful that he's not leaving me anything. I feel like giving you a hard thrashing for saying such a thing under the circumstances. I think I'd like to cut off all ties with you from here on out. What? I just got a new job and I'm moving out. I don't think we'll see each other in the future. I don't want to talk with an insane and inappropriate person like you anymore. Come on, Hunter! Don't contact me ever again. I've figured out that my sister has only been trying to undermine me for years. However, it is a fact that the result of playing around without doing much has made the sister I have today. I had the impression that the price for that had come crashing down on her in the form of the current situation. After that, I was transferred to another branch, and I heard rumors that my sister, who started working to pay the $50,000 in cancellation fees for the wedding ceremony and the compensation charged by Jalen's wife, had been a freeloader under the pretense of a bride-to-be, so working was hard for her. She tried to have a relationship with her boss to get him to favor her. His wife found out, and my sister was slapped with compensation for the second time. When I heard about it, my mouth dropped. My parents were furious and declared that they would never see her again. I don't know where she is now. Avery, where's your house? I'm going there now, so can you tell me the address? As soon as possible. Huh? What's up all of a sudden? Right now? Today? I mean, it's been almost 4 years. What's going on? I'm on vacation with my husband. We'll be staying with you for 3 nights starting tonight. See you soon. A married couple? And for 3 nights? I haven't heard anything about this, and there's no way I can do that. Don't be such a tight ass. You know it's tourist season now. Hotels are expensive, right? If you stay at a friend's house, it's free and they can show you around. I heard you moved for a new job and are living alone in a beautiful apartment. No, wait. Oh, come on. You're my friend. Stop playing hard to get. I live in the company dormitory. What? A dorm? It's for female employees only. For security reasons, only female family members are allowed to stay here. I don't have the space for 3 people, and it's not even possible to sleep here, so you'll have to forget it. Oh, what's that? Well then, just pretend we're your sister and her husband. Not possible. Why not? My sister has stayed over before, so they already know her face. Your husband is a man, right? Men are not allowed in the dormitory. Above all, I don't want to get in trouble with the company that I work for. I don't care if you're a friend. You haven't contacted me in 4 years. You're so selfish to just suddenly ask me to let you stay here, you know? Why are you getting defensive with me? Then make a hotel reservation. Huh? Same hotel for 3 nights starting today. Breakfast and dinner included. Close to downtown for convenient sightseeing. Those are the minimum requirements. It's your fault this time, so I'll have you pay for it. Could you stop blaming others for your selfishness? You're the one who's being defensive. By the way, I just realized that you've been saying sightseeing. Do you mean Portland? Of course! That's not where I am right now. What? What are you talking about? I was only in Portland for 3 months during my training. Now I've been assigned to a new place and moved to a dormitory there. Huh? By the way, there isn't much to see in Portland. You should at least book your own hotel room. You're an adult. You should be able to do that. I don't want to. If you're not in Portland, you have to take more responsibility and make a hotel reservation. Hurry up and do something. What are you doing? Hey, you know what? Finally got a reply. Where's the hotel? Who are you with right now? Huh? I told you. With my husband, LOL. Weren't you listening to me? My cousin has your husband's contact info, so I asked him to contact him. What? Your husband is on a business trip. I just came along with him on his business trip. You said earlier that you were going sightseeing, right? Besides, you're in Portland and your husband is in LA. How the hell did your cousin know my husband's contact information? The cousin is Rick. Didn't I tell you? The Rick who was on the same soccer team as my husband? That's right. We were all classmates, including your husband. I heard that your husband and Rick still keep in touch and sometimes go out for a drink together. I don't remember every single one of my husband's friendships. If you had remembered, this might not have happened. So, who are you with? A friend. Girlfriend. You said husband and wife earlier. That means you're with a man. It doesn't matter if you keep piling lie upon lie on top of an obvious one. That means it's a fling, right? What? That's not true. I mean, it's a very badly planned illicit getaway. What? Because, I know your husband too. If you were to stay at my place, it would be obvious that you're staying with a different person. It's like you haven't decided where you're going to stay, but it's really an unplanned secret rendezvous, isn't it? Oh, yeah. I've been told I can spill the beans, so I'll tell you. I heard your husband left home. Huh? He said he left for LA, but actually, he changed jobs and moved somewhere else. And his parents and the kid you left with them are with him. What do you mean? I don't understand. Your husband knew about the affair. Huh? What? Why? He has all the proof he needs, and a certified letter should be arriving at your parents' house today. Come to think of it, there's a bunch of incoming calls from my parents. Maybe you've been ignoring them? I thought it was the usual sermon, and I didn't want it to spoil my fun. What am I supposed to do? Why don't you figure it out on your own? Also, I heard he hired a lawyer for the divorce. Huh? Divorce? Lawyer? Because he left his lawyer's business card on the table. And the contract for the apartment he's renting now is going to be terminated at the end of this month. It won't do any good calling me, LOL. I can't get through to my husband's cell phone. That's why he left his lawyer's business card. Maybe you should just stop your adulterous excursion and go talk about divorce. I'm not getting a divorce. Then I'll block you too. You're not going to help me? Can't you at least help me find a place to stay tonight? Seriously, I didn't bring any money for lodging. Help me! I'm not going to help an adulteress. 3 months later, Meg and her husband divorced. Her husband took custody of their child. Compensation was paid by both Meg and the adulterous partner, and it seems that they squeezed as much as they could out of them. And the most important thing about that night? It seems that from the beginning, she had relied on staying in my room and really had no money for lodging. So she and her lover slept outside and took the first bus home. Apparently, she thought she could just push me hard. I can't say no, can I? She was planning to just start doing what they want to do, catch me off guard, and get rid of me. Then enjoy the night alone together. That's what she had in mind. What an idiot.